Niall, welcome.
Hello.
Hello. It has been 2 years since your last song.
Indeed.
Love the new one. Nice to meet you. How important was choosing this song to launch after 2 years?
Yeah, to me it was pretty important. I have loads of songs that I'm a fan of, obviously, or I wouldn't have written them. And I just felt like if I was going to not release a song for 2 years, as you say, that I would come back, would make a bit of noise. And I guess, you know, last time my last stuff was quite chilled out and relaxed, and this time how I announced myself onto the scene was a picture of me in sunglasses with a sparkly shirt and a big song that makes a lot of noise. So I just thought it was a good way to surprise people, give them the unexpected, and announce myself back, you know, after a couple of years out.
Yeah, what a great way to come back. It's a fantastic song. I heard it took you 20 minutes to write?
It took a long time to get going, but once it got going, it only took us about 20 minutes, half hour. Yeah, just sometimes they just come to you. And a song like this, I try not, when it's that up tempo and it's a lot about the music, I try not to overthink the lyric and just kind of start singing stuff out into the microphone and make a little jigsaw out of it. And it's there was a really fun song to write, but yeah.
I heard the acoustic version that you released recently, fantastic.
Thank
as
you.
well. I want to know about the process of it. Is it a line? Is it the music first? What happens? How do you put it together?
I started playing that riff, the main riff in the song, and then everyone's ears kind of perked up a little bit, and then I just picked up a microphone, put it on record, and just started singing over that riff. Just the "nice to meet you, what's your name" type thing was the first thing to come, and then we just decided off the back of that it was going to be quite a cheeky song, and we just kind of went for it. And as I said, not to overthink it too much and just go for it and see what happens.
The song is a little bit cheeky, but so is the video as well. It's in London, one of my favorite cities in the world. It has a bit of like a Notting Hill sort of theme to it. Were you involved in the process?
Yeah, 100%. No, I wanted to shoot quite like a slick looking video. You know, I had videos previously, but didn't really get me going. And this one got me, you know, straight away. I knew exactly what I wanted to look like. I knew how I wanted it to be shot. It's quite the middle class looking video. It's shot in Mayfair in central London.
Yeah.
Everything looks very regal and posh. Even the tailor store on Savile Row and all of this, and all the very regal looking doors and stuff like that. And I wanted it to look quite slick, but in hindsight it looks quite posh.
Are there any of your favorite hangouts in this video?
No, I've been in a couple of other places.
Yeah.
I've actually been to that suit shop before, but I've never.
Nice.
No, it's too upper class for me.
I've heard it's based off an actual event that happened to you. You saw a girl. Does she know? Like, how did it end? And does she know that this?
No, she doesn't know the songs about her. No, I still talk to her. She's great. But no, it's kind of like when you start writing a song, you think of a story, something comes up in your head, and then you elaborate it to make it sound a bit more interesting. Hence the fact why the video looks quite sexy and stuff. But yeah, no, just a regular, just a night out with my mates, and she was in a group of her friends, and I was with my friends, and we just kind of combined groups, and then kept kind of splitting up over the night. But because of the area we were in, we just kept bumping into each other all the time. I just thought it was quite a cool thing to write about, so I just went with it.
I think it's an event everybody can relate to.
Yeah.
Looking back, your last album, incredible. 3.5 million in album sales, 3.5 billion streams?
I mean,
does that help or hurt when you're writing a new album?
I didn't know half of this until recently. I'm not like a chart warrior. I don't like sit there and like, but when you hear stats like that read out, you're just like, how? Like, I don't, it just doesn't, I can't compute it in my head, because when you're doing it yourself, it's like we're doing this interview. We're looking down these cameras, but I mean, right now it's just a camera. There's millions of people watching this, and you don't realize when you're doing it that that's what's happening outside. I think that's the best way I have of describing it.
Do you put that number out of your head though when you're making a new album, or do you keep it with you for confidence?
When you hear numbers like that, it makes you kind of more confident when you walk into the studio the next time, and you kind of walk in with your chest out and write songs like "Nice to Meet You" because you feel like you can. You know, I think it was quite a chilled out album, and music like that probably wouldn't have done well at that time. And I think because it was so different, it stood out a little bit. So obviously on that, it made me a little bit more excited and a bit more confident going into the studio to write rockier tunes, I guess.
Yeah, speaking of rockier tunes, some of your influences, Fleetwood Mac and the Eagles, some of your fan base will have never heard of these bands before. What's it like for you to introduce them to some of that sound?
Yeah, I get asked about this quite a bit. It's because it's all I've known all my life, I just.
I mean,
can't-
I know it, but you and I are a few years apart.
Yeah, I know. I just like that's what I was brought up on. I was looking like I was at home recently, looking through my mum's vinyl collection, and no wonder I've got
it.
the. Huh?
She kept it.
Oh, she got everything. No, she's
Nice.
like OCD like me. She's got where she bought it, what day, all of that, and little stickers in the corner. Lionel Richie, Eagles,
Wow.
Fleetwood Mac, everything. Yeah, and because that's all I've known, I just can't understand how people don't know about it, you know. And yeah, I'm good. It's good that I can, you know, show my influences in my music, and then in turn people find out about the Eagles and Fleetwood Mac, and we can educate.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you have a favorite song from any of that vinyl?
I mean, you could be here all day when it comes to Fleetwood Mac and the Eagles. I think Desperado is my favorite song of all time.
Nice.
And I love The Chain. I mean, if I was to talk about Fleetwood Mac, yeah, probably The Chain.
Nice. I've flipped through your Instagram a little bit.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. There's a lot of pictures of golf.
Yes, there is.
There's some football stuff there.
Yeah.
So I know what you love,
Yeah.
but I'm sort of interested in maybe who you love. I don't necessarily mean relationship,
Okay.
but yeah.
Who do I love?
Who's your check-in person?
Who's my what?
Check-in person. You're on the road. You want to check in with somebody. Who do you call?
What, in general?
Yeah.
Like family?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute. I like this question. I know, I try and keep in touch with family as much as I can. It's obviously difficult when you're a few thousand miles away, but for the most part, I think I'm pretty good at like making phone calls, and FaceTime's a good one, and yeah, parents is always a good one, because if you don't call them, they give out. And yeah, it's mad, it's crazy. Like both of them are turning 60 this year, so it's like, ooh,
Oh, not
we're
60.
we're all getting older now. It's great.
This is very true. One of your friends, can we call him a friend, is our Canadian boy, Shawn Mendes.
Go on, friendy.
Yeah?
Love him.
Do you check in with him?
Yeah, I was
Like-
talking to him the other day, actually.
Yeah, what did you talk about?
We were getting some restaurant recommendations, coffee shops around his area. He lives here in the city.
Did he recommend Tim Hortons?
I mean, of course he did. He wouldn't be Canadian. He and another friend of mine that works with him, they're good friends of mine, and they're the two most Canadian people I know. So they're kind of like, the Canadians and the Irish are the same. We're very patriotic,
It's true.
like our home comforts. I didn't get a cup with his face on it. I heard there was a lot of cups flying around with his
Yeah,
face on it.
there's
for a
none
while.
left, like they're all gone.
Yeah, see, that's Canada's very own.
That's true.
He's a great guy, and he was giving me some tips on where to go for food and some of his favorite spots and stuff.
You said you were just talking to him. He's like in your phone? Like you're that good of friends?
Oh yeah.
Do you have your
Oh,
phone?
we're like that, honestly.
Could we call
No,
him
I don't
now?
have it with me now. I think he's in Asia.
Oh.
So he's probably in bed.
We could wake him up.
It's way too late in Tokyo. He's probably just
He's a
gone off
musician.
stage.
He's probably awake.
Yeah, true.
I wanted to ask you one last question. As a songwriter, I
Yeah.
know you think a lot about your lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
There is one lyric of yours, however, that I've just always wondered about, and that is sweat dripping off of dirty laundry.
Yeah, yeah.
I have a preteen son.
Yeah.
Sweaty, dirty laundry is not a sexy lyric. It's gross. Have you smelled?
Again, it's one of those lyrics where I've just gone for it. Just come out of my mouth. I thought, that sounds colourful, I'll keep that. I suppose it's just kind of like after a night out, you know, your clothes are not as clean as they were when you went out. Now you've got home, you know, it's all sweaty, it's all very sexy, sultry. Clearly didn't work.
No.
But the song was successful, so I don't really mind.
Doesn't really matter.
You can ask
You
as
got
many
the last
questions as you
laugh.
want.
Now I have some rapid fire questions. Can we go through those?
Yes, go.
Okay. When's One Direction getting back together?
Don't know.
Like a concert?
Rapid fire.
Like a concert? Concert, yes, no? Christmas song?
No, not Christmas songs.
Okay. Craziest rumor you've heard about yourself?
Oh God, I've died in a car crash. I know. I've been. Oh God. You just hear random stuff online all the time that is just like stupid and silly, and I don't know. I
Okay.
don't know. Right now I'm going out with Selena Gomez.
You are?
Yeah, apparently.
How's it going?
Yeah, it's going really well.
Good.
Yeah, very, very good.
Yeah, she's lovely. Lovely
She's
girl.
a lovely girl, but we're going out, long-term relationship.
Okay. Because also with a Canadian guy, right?
Yeah.
Eventually,
Yeah,
at
yeah.
one point. Favorite Irish saying?
Favorite Irish saying?
Yeah.
What's the crack?
What does it mean?
Just what's up?
What's the crack?
Yeah, what's the crack?
That's
And
how
then
I
you-
should have started this interview.
Yeah, I know, maybe you should have. Yeah.
Your coffee order?
Almond milk latte. I live in LA. I've turned to almond milk.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you're here and you're heading to a Tim Hortons,
Yeah.
double.
I've heard about this. It's like 2 sugars, 2 cream.
That's correct.
That's a heart attack in a cup.
It's the double. You know,
love
we
the
have
way you
we have
agree.
healthcare, so
Sorry?
we have free healthcare. So
I love that.
What did you last Google?
Oh God. Probably a hotel in the next city. I always like to see if there's a nice gym or something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
The things that we do as pop stars, it's great. Looking up what gym is in the next hotel.
Sounds fancy.
Rock and roll, baby.
Most famous person on your phone?
Give me some.
Like Elton John.
Elton John.
Is Elton John on your phone? For real?
Yep. Shawn Mendes?
Shawn Mendes is a good one.
Let's name all the Canadians I know. Justin Bieber, Shawn Mendes, Shania Twain, Michael Bublé.
Celine.
Oh, Canada.
Yeah, Celine Dion.
No, don't know Celine Dion.
You don't yet?
No.
Oh, you guys would be such good friends.
Yeah.
Favorite Canadian artist?
Shawnee. Love Shawn.
Nice. What did you think of his Nice to Meet You version?
Sick. Really good. Yeah, it was very unexpected. I was actually talking to him, and then 5 minutes later he posted a video on Instagram. Yeah, I thought it was really cool. It was good to hear, like, he could properly sing, that kid, and like, to hear him sing and do his interpretation of a song of mine that's just out was pretty cool. I mean, he's the biggest artist in the world as well, and happens to be my friend, so it's quite nice.
Last thing you texted somebody about?
Oof. We're talking to my other Canadian friend about how cold the turn of the weather here. Very interesting subject as well, but he prides himself on being from Ottawa, cold Canadian winter, you know, but it's starting to change now, the weather's bad, so we were just talking about that. But
your other Canadian friend isn't like Drake or somebody, is it?
No.
Just checking.
No, just another Canadian friend of mine.
Just another Canadian friend.
Well, depends how long you've got.
Favorite lyric of all time?
Favorite lyric of all time? Mm-hmm. Oof. Oh, how I wish you were here. We're just two old souls swimming in a fishbowl from Wish You Were Here by Pink Floyd.
Can you sing it for me? Could you sing it?
Oh. No.
You need another double. Hey, listen, I know you're busy putting your album together, so thank you for stopping by.
No, appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for watching. If you like this, be sure to subscribe here. And you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.